This week on Coffin Fodder, Maika Monroe and Dan Stevens make horror action sassy in The Guest.
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
I like to dissect girls.
This is God.
We have such sights to show you.
Look at me, Damien. It's all for you.
When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk here.
I see dead red.
Even in hell.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no tears, please.
Here's Johnny.
Hello and welcome to episode 46 of Coffin Fodder. I am your host, Mike Warby, and I am joined by the guy with the coolest Halloween maze you've ever seen, Mr. Kyle Mickleborough.
So fucking cool.
And naturally, the man who's been waiting to roll grenades into a diner his entire life, Mr. Brady Silger.
Just need more designers. It's like knows us.
And today, we are here to talk about Adam Wingard's sophomore effort, The Guest, which is such a cool movie. I don't know.
Such a fun movie. That's his sophomore effort.
I believe Your Next was his first film.
Okay.
And this is his second film. He may have had like an indie movie or two before that, but these were his first big movie.
I think Your Next is a sick movie.
Your Next is fucking awesome. And this was the movie after Your Next blew up. This was his big next movie.
Unbelievable.
And since then, it's such a bummer with Adam Wingard.
Why?
Because he hasn't really made anything fucking awesome since. Those two movies were awesome.
Yeah, Your Next is a great movie. I don't remember the last time I saw it, but I remember the last time I saw The Guest because it was very recent.
It's like kind of what we were talking about with Eli Roth and Rob Zombie.
Right.
Like how they had a couple of bangers right out of the gate, and they just kind of fucked off.
I swear it's like they get their vision out there first, and then Hollywood takes over and says, "Hey, make this movie."
Yeah, because like after The Guest, he made the Blair Witch reboot, and that movie sucked.
That's a bad one.
That's like a 4 or 5 out of 10 kind of movie. It's like it's so mediocre that you can't even care about it. Like you can't even care enough to hate it.
Really?
It's just so mediocre. It's just the most mediocre horror movie you've ever seen.
Well, we're preambling. Is this also Dan Stevens' one of his first outings?
This is one of his first big ones.
Yeah, he was. So this movie, I can't remember the name of the awards, but he was nominated as Best Newcomer for this film.
Yeah, from talking with Travis, friend of the show, Travis Mashansky, he mentioned that Dan Stevens was on Downton Abbey.
Okay.
Yeah, he said he was like a central character on that show. So that's probably where he came from.
Okay.
And then he blew up into the movies from there.
Yeah, hell yeah. Dan Stevens. Yeah. Is it becoming a real regular around?
Well, like I said, that's why I picked it. I would say worse. Yeah, it was like Dan Stevens. Oh, we could, and one day for sure, Abigail's coming.
Yeah, that fucking movie rocks. Yeah, absolutely. This movie does too.
Yes, The Guest has a very interesting conceit. So the film follows this soldier who shows up at the family of this guy who he was in the army with or in the military with, special forces. It seems to be in some sort of special forces thing. So yeah, that's the information we're presented with at the jump anyway.
Yeah.
And it's true that he did know her son. So there's a family whose son died during that war. And this guy, David Collins shows up at their house and is kind of like reminiscing with them, saying that it was their son asked him to check in on them and make sure they're okay and let them know that he was thinking of them and stuff when he died.
Right. And you know right off the bat, this guy's way too good looking to be honest. You know, it's just something's not right with this boy.
There is some simmering tension between Dan Stevens and at least three girls in this movie.
Well, the mom was the first one. Mom was ready to just let him in the house after a quick smile and a flash of his face at the front door. She's like, yeah, whatever, come in.
See, and since you brought that up, Brie, I have to say, I think that if she hadn't insisted that he stayed, everything would have been fine.
I know. Just don't invite strangers into your house and say, no, you must stay.
Which is, I'm not blaming her because she was just being kind.
She was, unless you're the killer and you're going to kill the stranger.
Yeah.
Then, hey, fair thing, do your thing.
Yeah, so I mean, that's one thing I was thinking about after. I'm like, would everybody have been fine? Because he seems like he's ready to leave after the visit. Yeah. He seems like he doesn't seem like he's He's not doing the sad look back over the shoulder.
Right. Please let me come back.
Yeah.
No,
He's getting ready to leave.
Yeah, he's getting
ready to leave.
Exactly.
And
He's out somewhere.
He's like, well, I should get out of here, let you guys get back to whatever. And no, stay. And he's like, oh, I couldn't possibly. And all this. And then it's like, man, you should have just, bitch, you'd still be alive if you let that rope walk.
Mama just couldn't let it go.
No. And honestly, you can empathize with her because this is a guy, this is basically the last person who saw her son alive.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, this is her last connection too.
She's probably seeing her son in him because they both did the same thing and young, probably around the same age.
Well, she even gets him to stay in the son room. Yeah. So he becomes like a surrogate son for her.
Absolutely.
Sorry, Caleb's the son's name that died.
Caleb, yes.
They bring it up quite often throughout the movie.
They do say his name a lot.
Yeah.
He's mentioned regularly because he's sort of the impetus for the entire story happening. Yeah, we've got David set up, and we meet the other central character is Maika Monroe, another horror royalty.
Yeah.
Prison.
What else is she in?
Most notably.
That's the same year.
Yeah, that's a fucking also a great movie.
And there's she did a movie a few years ago called The Watcher
Okay.
about her being targeted by a serial killer.
Oh, cool.
And I can't remember. I know she's got They Follow coming out this year. The sequel, Longlegs.
She's a Longleg.
Yeah, she's the FBI agent. She's the main character in Longlegs. Yeah.
Hey. They're doing They Follows. I know this isn't that episode yet, but that's sick that It Follows is going to get a sequel.
Yeah.
That movie.
Yeah, finally, yeah.
12 years later. That's a great horror movie.
Yes, not to do anything with the show, but I actually got to ask her a question on Machinima's podcast when they were hosting a podcast that she was one of the hosts in the We Were Live thing. Really? I was like, what's your favorite horror movie? It wasn't even anything like...
What did she say?
I don't remember.
Well, I'm done with the podcast. Let the fuck
I gotta save it on my YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can't set me up that you got Maika Monroe and her favorite horror movies and then not tell me the ads. Like,
Closest to a horror icon any of us have ever been, and you forget the answer.
This was 2016 or 2017 when that happened?
Unforgivable.
right. So we meet Maika Monroe as Anna Peterson.
Yes.
She's the sister of Caleb. We also meet Brandon Meyer as Luke Peterson, who is the younger brother. So these are the two surviving kids.
Yes.
Then we've got Sheila Kelly as Laura Peterson, the mom, and Leland Orser as Spencer Peterson, the dad.
Right.
And those are the main characters that we need to know at the start of this movie, essentially. A couple others pop in later, but this is the main group of people we're dealing with this movie.
Yeah.
Doesn't the dad seem a little robotic in this movie? I know he's a fairly well-known actor, but
He's kind of his thing a little bit.
yeah.
He's got a good deadpan face. He does creepy well. He's done a lot of shit. Something I know him from being a young child was Outer Limits. He was in Outer Limits. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Nice. So he's been around.
Yeah.
He's done the thing.
Genre man. So David's introduced to this entire family, kind of one person at a time, and then he's ingratiated himself into their lives, and now the fun starts. Yes. What so fun do we get? It turns out everybody in the family has a problem that they need solved.
Oh, and what a thing to have.
Yeah. It turns out David is just the man for every single problem.
Oh, he can solve them all for all of them.
Yeah.
Very resourceful, Mr. David.
Yeah. So first of all, I think the first one we're introduced to is Luke at school being bullied, and that's also the first one he takes care of.
Yeah.
So there's these assholes who bully Luke at school and shove him into lockers, and your typical high school assholes.
Yeah. The jocks being up the nerdy kid.
Yeah. Exactly.
Always. Dan Stevens don't take that shit though.
That's the first problem he's got to solve. I mean, there's some preamble and there's some character setup and stuff, but that's the first major thing that happened.
There's one very important moment, and I'm only bringing it up because I can't remember if it's before these events or after these events begin. There's a scene where he comes out of the shower, steamy, hot. The daughter's there.
Oh, that's
The music, is it? Oh yeah, music playing is so fitting for that scene.
because she doesn't really like him at first.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
So
so
it's a little wary.
her instincts are correct though. She's not,
What?
and she's like, we don't know this fucking guy. I don't want him staying in the house with us.
Yeah.
So she's the main person who's very hesitant about this guy until she's not. So David basically picks Luke up and takes him to a bar where these kids are being able to drink underage.
Yeah.
And fuck man, that's such an awesome fun.
I love it. What does he order? It's a specific.
They call it a fireball style, but that's
No, it's not. It's not fireball as we know it as fireball, but it's peppermint schnapps.
it's Tabasco and cinnamon schnapps.
Cinnamon schnapps.
Yeah.
A spicy concoction.
And he just sips on it too, like it's this is good.
He's a badass. Yeah. Luke just about fucking loses his life sipping on it. But David's in there like, oh, this is the good stuff.
I drank this on Arbor Base. That's all we had.
That's right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the setup. Obviously, he knows that they're gonna come over and get pissy.
Oh, for sure.
Which is what he wanted.
He's instigating.
He's deliberately rattling their cage.
Yeah.
And then one of them comes over and dumps their fucking drink on his head. And boy, does he light that room up, man.
Yeah, I fucking love it. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, he just cleans house on these guys, man. Beats the shit out of one. I think he chucks a pool ball at one of them at one point.
He breaks a pool cue over the one guy's head.
There you go.
He's under dodging punches and shit.
I knew there was something to do with the pool table that happened.
He also snaps a guy's leg. And they're all football players. Yeah. The one guy's definitely not playing football.
The high school kids, he's beating the shit out of these high school kids.
But admittedly, it's very enjoyable.
It is. They deserve it.
But we ought to make sure we say that the bar that they're going to, only football players from high school can go and drink. It's not any kid can go in. That's why when
It's like classic small town thing, yeah.
yeah, when Luke and David go into the bar, the bartender pretty much says, and he sees IE, and he goes, well, you let those kids in, why can't he be here? And then he gets him a Coke. Yeah, I'm pretty much, then that's when the shit hits the fan.
Right.
Yeah, so David sorts those guys out. Too sweet. Then we also meet what's her name? Anna's boyfriend, who's the drug dealer guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's implied very clearly that the dad doesn't like him. He doesn't want her hanging out with that guy because he knows that he's like kind of a scumbag.
Yeah.
But that's the classic teenager thing, right?
Right.
She's like, I don't care what my dad thinks.
She's 20. She's not a teenager. I wondered the whole movie because I was kind of like...
Yeah, I thought that in the beginning too. Might have been like 14 or 17.
No, she's 20.
Oh, crazy. Because it feels like, I guess she doesn't go to the high school.
Yeah.
It just makes you...
Exactly.
You kind of feel like because there's a high school in the movie and she's in the movie.
Yeah. But no, she's 20, but not in university.
Throughout the movie, the dad says to David that she was dating the drug dealer guy when she was like 14 and he is an adult or something.
It was 17 and he was 24 or something.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, another guy that we're not going to feel too bad about when he eventually gets his ass sorted.
And because this is what happens next, correct me if I'm wrong and you can snip this, but is this when he accompanies Anna to the party?
That's basically the next major thing that happens is, so Anna's going to a party and her mom, what's her mom's name? Laura. Her mom, Laura, says, you should take David with you. And she's like, cool, sweet. You could tell she really does not. Even when she asked, she's like, David, would you like to go to the party with me?
Yeah. Who's this bold stranger that's in our house and why is he meant to my party?
And I love that he pretends not to notice how unenthusiastic she is. Yeah. He's like, sure, I'd love to.
Yeah. Sounds cool.
Yeah.
The one who's mostly like deadpan the entire time, and he's like, oh yes, I'd love to.
Yes, yeah.
Which is actually really funny.
Yeah, you could tell you can tell this is a guy who gets a kick out of fucking rattling people's cages a bit. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they go to the party, and Brady, you would get this because you've moved kegs before, right?
Yeah.
I knew you would have because you were a bartender. But yeah, bro walks in with 2 kegs.
They're the big kegs too.
They're not the little one.
No.
It would be hard. That would be hard to do with the other size kegs, like the tinier ones you had.
Yeah, lifting one over your shoulder, like with the small ones, that's one thing. But he's dual wielding them and like lifting it over his head. That's fucking.
Yeah, he's got one on his shoulder and one in one hand.
Yeah, strong as fuck.
And it's like, yeah, that's your first indication that this guy is not what he seems, because that is like a superhuman level of strength. That's like the mountain from Game of Thrones. I'd do that maybe, but like obviously the way they did the scene is they just gave him empty kegs.
Of course, yeah.
You don't have to do anything fancy. You just, because they're not that heavy when they're empty, obviously.
No.
But yeah, as somebody who delivers a lot of beer at my day job, and especially kegs, man, it's hard.
How heavy do you think those things are?
At least 120 pounds. Yeah. At least.
Wild.
Could be as much as 150. I don't know.
I'd go closer to 200.
Yeah, that
If you're a superhuman, it's easy.
when I first saw this movie, all the other times I've seen this movie, I guess I should say, is I'd never handled a keg before.
Oh yeah.
But once you've handled a keg,
Yeah.
he's like a 200-pound guy carrying 300 pounds. Yeah, so they're at the party, and Anna's friend Kristen takes quite a shine to David.
She seems to think he's an alright guy.
Yeah, and then of course they go upstairs, and he rails the fuck out of her.
I found it really funny when she's like starting out and having, she's like, "Are you not into this?" And like he just like throws her. He's like,
Bang.
Yeah, I mean it's good old sex town, and I think
"Boat? Yeah."
so. Yeah, he meets Christy's brother at the party as well.
Yeah.
Talks to him and basically asks him if he can get a gun.
Yeah. This is Craig. Craig the brother, but also Anna's ex, right?
Anna and David got to the party. Everyone's offering her a joint, and she doesn't want it or doesn't have any alcohol. And David takes a hit to try to get her good graces. They're like, "Oh, I'm cool. I know how to party."
I do drugs, kids.
Yeah.
How do you do, fellow kids?
So he gets. So then she's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna smoke it anyways," and she gets a little inebriated. And I think that's where his try to get into everyone's like good graces, the web thing.
He's a big gozer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows how to pull. He knows how to pull the strings, charm his way in the door with his Dan Stevens good looks.
In those eyes.
Yeah, steel blue those eyes. After he sets up this gun meeting, he goes to the desert the next day and meets them because they want to do it somewhere where there's not going to be any cops and they could see anybody coming a mile away, as you do, that kind of thing. And yeah, he gets his hands on the gun and he immediately loads it.
Yep. And is instantly like, well, I'm just gonna kill you.
He kills the arms dealer guy first. Kills him first.
I'll take them all, he says.
Yeah.
Yeah, all your guns.
Is that where he gets the grenades too?
Yeah, he gets a. That's where he lifts up the blanket and there's a few grenades there.
That's where he gets.
He also rips apart a gun faster than I don't think I've ever seen a person take apart a gun. Well, also he's military. Yeah,
He's a superhuman soldier, basically.
okay. Yeah, we can say it. Right?
Basically is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why he can carry. Well, he's carrying kegs that are full. Yeah, he can carry 2 kegs at once. Is he? Yeah, he was part of a super soldier program. We don't know that yet. You do because we just told you.
Yeah.
But the audience doesn't know.
You can see glimpses of it from like the stuff we talked about.
You know, he's a pretty tough dude.
And he's very mysterious. And they're deliberately making you wonder what's this guy's fucking deal, right?
He's like Captain America, but not racist.
Yeah.
And then I really like how far he lets. Again, this is another thing to show how like badass and gnarly this guy is. He lets the other guy, Chrissy's brother, goes running, and he lets him run.
He slowly loads his one bullet into the revolver.
Yeah, he lets
He knows he's gonna make the shot.
Yeah, he lets him run real far, and the guy is like 200 yards away, and then he clips him.
White shot.
Right, a hat was flying off. Yeah, Monty Cake, like the hat floated down. It was so Looney Tunes, but it was so bad. Fucking awesome.
Right in the back of the head, too. Perfect shot, 'cause the guy crumples forward.
He doesn't bob and weave though or anything.
No, he runs a straight line.
Yeah, he's running in a very, very straight line.
If you see a guy execute a guy that fast without even hesitating, you don't run in a straight line.
Yeah, no kidding.
Terminator would zigzag.
To and fro. I just love that everything that's happening is just an opportunity to show you how badass David Collins is. But it's done in such a way that's like every time it's so schlocky and almost campy. And I love the music. The music in this movie fucking kicks ass.
That is one thing we got to tell you about. Is this is one of the all-time great ass-kicking horror movie soundtrack.
Oh yeah, fucking sick soundtrack. But
Very Hotline Miami.
it is totally it's very synth, very disco techno poppy synth. I love that every time he does something badass, those soundtracks kick up, and it's just to heighten that moment, and it's just like the cool. It reminds me a lot of Drive.
Very much so. Yes, also
Stellar in the back.
very electronic synth.
Yeah.
Kind of pop with like pop singer singing over it.
Yeah, I'm like a very stoic, very silent hero. You know, David doesn't say much in this movie. Ryan Gosling didn't say much in Drive. It's just focuses on the violence.
Yeah.
Also, when David and I are driving back from the party, she puts her playlist on, and it's that crazy synth. That's where we get the synth music from in the movie.
That's right.
And then he asks her, "Do you want to make me one?" We'll get to that a little bit later.
And you can see that she's already starting to like him. When she's making that CD, she's smiling.
Yep.
When she writes for David.
Or David. Heart XOXO.
Yeah.
Gossip Girl.
As Brady said, he kind of hit the joint and carried the kegs in, and now he's complimenting her music taste.
Yeah.
So now he's getting to her too.
He's the fucking coolest dude on earth.
Yeah, now everybody officially likes him. Even the dad. Who likes David because David will stay up till 3 a.m. crushing beer.
And take care of his family, apparently. You know, going everywhere with the kids, taking care of mom, helping out, pitching in. This guy's a great guest.
Tricky. This is the one movie I didn't watch while I was drinking. But every time the dad's like, "Hey, have a drink with me," I wanted to play a drink again because he does a lot throughout the film.
Well, I think that's the dad's main character trait is that he's clearly a functioning alcoholic. Because
Yeah.
every scene he's in the movie, he's drinking.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's the typical middle-aged dad who hates his life kind of trope. As evidenced by his arc with David helping him out.
So yeah, now him and Anna are cool.
Yeah.
And his next important thing he has to do is get her boyfriend arrested.
Of course.
Yeah.
Which happens off screen. Like
does.
that one of two of his plans that we don't actually see him doing. Mm-hmm. The other one being the favor, quote unquote, he does for the dad later.
Right. Correct. Yeah, you're right. We don't see.
Which I didn't even realize.
I didn't realize. I thought it was like something just happened to the dad's house.
That was after. It was like a day after we just watched it recently. Obviously, all of us. Mm-hmm. Like a day after, it was like, holy fuck. We might as well just say it. So yeah, he frames her boyfriend.
Yeah.
But he plants the murder weapon that he used to kill those two guys in his truck.
Yeah.
And she's like, but you have an alibi. Mm-hmm. And he's like, yeah, but they found some other stuff.
Right, the drugs in his room because the boyfriend's a drug dealer. You're right now.
One of the two things he does that we don't see on camera.
Right.
You're just left to kind of infer that. And the other one, as we were kind of referencing, is that's a scene I really would have liked to see.
Me too. This is one that I think should have made it into the movie.
It's so fucked up.
Yeah, he takes out his boss. But
Yeah, Spencer comes home and he's very like, what the fuck?
Right.
He walks to the counter, he's like, wait a second. Walks to the counter, pours a big tall glass of whiskey. Takes a big swig of it, and then he's like, okay, now I can tell this story.
So, I'm the boss now.
The regional branch manager.
Yeah, he's like basically the guy who has my job, or had the job that I wanted, is now dead, and his wife.
Yeah.
And his wife's like, oh my god, what happened? And he's like, it's the weirdest thing. They both just killed themselves with sleeping pills last night. Which is why I'm like, I gotta see this scene.
How did you make it happen?
Where he's forcing them to fucking kill themselves, man. I need to see this pills. Like, I just want to know. I mean, it's better if you don't, because it makes it more mysterious.
It's kind of cool. It makes it seem like he's just out there ghosting around doing all these things. So it even adds to like the mystery, the mystery of the character.
Well, and there's a really ominous line early on that kind of cues that. The mom, Laura, says to him, "It's okay, get some sleep, David." And he's like, "It's okay, I don't sleep much."
Right. Yeah.
So since we're on the subject, what is your guys' read? Do you guys have a read on why he's doing this?
MK Ultra.
I was gonna say programming too.
Yeah, so we're on the same page then.
It's actually said, we can jump ahead because I have to. Lance Reddick's character later on, the military guy that comes into the movie and explains some of the backstory of Dean Collins as we know him, does say that part of his programming was to, if his cover is broken, to wipe out anyone that...
Right, oh, so they do actually say it in the movie.
So part of his programming is to make sure he stays undiscovered. So in this case, because these people know him or know of him, he's iced out. That's why.
Yeah, so that's eventually where this movie's going to go, obviously. She's going to turn on the family.
Yeah.
So yeah, that kind of lays all the groundwork. This is where, since you mentioned Lance Reddick, this is probably the best point to introduce his character.
Pretty close to...
This is about when he shows up. Major Richard Carver, played by the late Lance Reddick, unfortunately.
Yeah. Too bad. He's an awesome actor.
Speaking of another guy who's got kind of a good jacket for horror, I think.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's definitely in a few horror movies. I can't think of any other ones off the top of my head at the moment.
Me neither.
I know he was in that dog shit Resident Evil series on Netflix.
Yeah, he's done some odd ones. I really do feel like he was kind of just, and we were just talking about this before the show, that he was kind of just coming into, being a real go-to guy. He's extremely great at.
I think he was maybe on Supernatural as well.
Oh man,
I think you're right about that.
who isn't?
Yeah.
Oh, we're missing a big point. David gives Luke his butterfly. You can either see that in the butterfly knife. Yeah, I think he says something like, "You can be bullied, but you can defend yourself, or you could just end them and burn their houses with their family."
Yeah, there's a few lines where his cover kind of slips because he says something like really fucking hardcore and over the top.
Yeah, that was one of them. Doesn't he also just tell Luke to take the knife to school with him or something?
Yeah.
Yes, bring it to school, or you can burn their houses while they're all sleeping.
Take their families with them.
Important to say because obviously, as Brady insinuated, that's where he gets the knife, which is going to be important later. Mm-hmm. But it's also worth mentioning that Luke is clearly the one who bonds with this guy the most.
Oh yeah, the ostracized kid who's kind of got no friends, the loner out there.
Yeah, and he's got kind of like
Big brother.
Basically, yeah, he's got like his big brother figure back.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, which is what he lost with Caleb.
well, I'm assuming he was Luke was pretty young when Caleb probably deployed, and then when he died, he was probably older, so he probably never got to really know his brother as much. Not as like Anna did.
Not as like an older person. He would have probably been like 12 or something.
Yeah.
When his brother fucked off.
Yeah. Which, yeah, he looks at him like an older brother, and he takes to heart what he says. Like, oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. When they're in the high school, because Luke gets suspended, or is about to get expelled for breaking a ruler over one of his bullies' faces.
Oh, yeah, he does. He strikes back eventually.
Yeah, and Dave is like, good job. I'm proud of you. He's like, oh, I want to talk to Luke for a second. They walk down the halls, and he does the whole, like, oh, just... here's the knife thing, and
well, that's also he pulls the trigger because they were calling Luke a gay slur.
Oh right.
yeah,
That's how he saves them from getting expelled. He's like, so you're expelling Luke for responding to a hate crime? Mm-hmm. He's like, and then Luke's face when he's like, this young gay man. Right. And Luke's face is like, what? Yeah. And it's like, never mind. Yeah. I'll just let him. Just let him cook, as the kids say.
Yeah. The principal, like, out of fear, is like, I didn't even know he was gay.
Yeah. So that's once again, David gets a one-up on basically everybody until the end of this movie. Mm-hmm. But how does this cover get blown again?
Anna calls the Department of Homeland Security and is like, hey, was this person actually at this base? Because he tells her he got shrapnel in the back, and he was in the infirmary for like 6 or 8 months.
Right. And she's suspicious of him because she suspects that he was involved somehow in what happened to her boyfriend, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And also her best friend's brother.
Yeah. So somehow she gets turned on to the fact that David might be involved in those things.
Yeah.
And then so she checks his backstory out. And that's when she kind of, because her boyfriend has been arrested, she's, very moody and kind of acting out. And then she drops that in front of the entire family, saying, like, he wasn't even there. He didn't even go to that place. He's a fucking liar. We don't even know it's in our house, right?
Exactly.
Now it's time for David to start cleaning up the mess he made.
Yeah. Uh-oh, David.
Yeah. So, yeah, first to go is the mom, I believe, right? The mom goes first. Because he's in the house with her when Lance Reddick's character shows up.
They're outside hanging laundry up, and he says, oh, I'll go grab the rest of it, and then that's when Lance Reddick shows up with his squad with a bunch of guns, and
asking Laura about, hey, have you seen this guy? Is he here? And then he comes out, yeah, he just went into the house.
Yeah, and then there's that sweet slow motion shot of him carrying the laundry basket, and then he drops it and disappears behind like the clothesline.
Yeah.
Oh, his buddy.
Just the way he grabs the back of his gun, and it's already bang, 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 and he just wastes those spools. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Like, this is definitely a action horror movie.
That's the way I would describe it too, is action horror, because there is horror elements, but a lot of it is just a balls out action movie.
Oh yeah,
It's a sick movie.
yeah.
As it is.
Oh, very well sassy. It's you can tell they're fucking staring at this one dude.
It's like heavy machine gun. Heavy machine gun. They basically like chop the house in half with bullets. By the time they're done, there's just nothing left.
And I like that David is still protecting the mom until he realizes, now I have to start cleaning out.
Yeah.
But actually,
He's like,
He's right. This doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, he's saving her, protecting her, and then he's like, sorry about this.
Yeah.
And then murders her. He stabs her. He stabs her in the chest.
He grabs a knife before he hits the ground, and he's like, "Oh," because I think he runs out of bullets at one. Yeah, when he hits the ground, and then
I don't remember. I just remember the stabby stab.
Yeah, they're hiding in the kitchen while the bullets are flying above their head.
yeah. Also, shooting a fucking 50 cal into a house. That is so fucking funny to me.
I love it. He's just crawling on the floor as they're just mowing everything down inside.
Like sitting behind a cow is gonna stump. That was Mikey VMG going through a fucking house.
Well, that's why, because they're aiming at where a person would be standing. Essentially, that's where the bullets are being aimed. So that's why if you go low.
That's why you army crawl.
Yeah.
Army crawl everywhere. So I always say that.
The old Solid Snake specialist.
That's right. Yeah.
Why is there a random box in here?
Yes. A box. So yeah, that's the first time ever to go is Aura. Spencer's right away behind him.
You want to have another beer?
Yeah.
Yeah, he crashes the car into.
Yeah, Spencer's coming home from work, and of course David knows everything that everybody's doing all the time. So he meets him on the drive home from work, crashes into his car, and then shoots him in the head.
He shoots him. Yeah. Well, he hops the fence by where they are by the farm, because they're on a farm.
Yeah.
And he goes into the thing to try to get to that. This is where Anna finds out that Christy's brother Craig is dead, and she's consoling her, and she's like, "Oh, come call me after work." And then that's when David comes into the diner.
See, and this was like such a pop off scene. I couldn't believe how fucking gnarly this one. Like when he's in there talking to her like normal, like, "Where's Anna?" Blah blah blah.
Yep.
And then he just fucking just shoots. Well, yeah,
This isn't working.
Yeah, he just shoots her, and then as he's walking away, you just hear him go. Yeah, and he turns around and just rolls the fucking grenades and then kills everybody.
It doesn't seem like he's like even worried about the other people in the diner. He's just like, "Oh, I just shot and killed someone," and also the diners don't really even notice it.
No,
They're looking forward the entire time.
I noticed too.
Do you really need to throw grenades? Yes, but
Yes. I gotta blow it up.
Yeah.
You gotta blow us up.
And then of course a sweet walk away as the explosion happens behind him.
But you don't put Dan Stevens in your movie and not give him an explosion walkaway. See,
Yeah.
So no, that's a cool guy. Don't look at explosions. Yeah,
That's
so
right.
he doesn't even look back. Cool as ice.
Yeah.
his eyelids don't even flutter.
As they're walking straight to the camera. Yeah.
But that's about as cool of a payoff as you can get for the grenades.
Hell yeah, yeah. They're for that reason.
Yeah, it's like how many people are like by the end of the movie his body count must be like 30 at least.
He aces quite a bit of people by the time he's finished. Hey, lots of collateral damage on his way through.
A lot of coffin fodder, one might say. Leaves, of course, Anna and Luke.
Yeah.
Our two central characters. Anna has heard about this now, and she's going to get Luke from school. Because she knows that he's killing their family.
Right. She's with Carver. Carver, that's the guy. Carver had come into the diner to get Anna out of there, knowing that David would be coming to look for her.
Yeah.
So he got ahead of that, got Anna out, and then they were going to the school to get Luke as well. And they weren't quite fast enough.
And Luke's serving his detention, building the Halloween maze.
Yeah, it's about Halloween maze. That
Spookiest part of the maze.
I forgot about that. I had to remember the intro.
And if you want to get out of the maze, it's left, right, left, right, left, go straight.
And this is again one of those classic things you always see in movies and in TV, where it's like the high schoolers built this maze, and it's like, did they have $50,000?
Yeah, but that's a hell of a production, you guys. That's a pretty big deal. No.
Because I've been to some school mazes in my time when I was a young chap.
Yeah.
And they didn't look like this. They look like shitty cardboard and crappy Halloween decorations mostly.
Looks kind of like kids did it.
Yeah, exactly. Like a bunch of lazy 14-year-olds. Yep.
Well, look at the one from Earth Scared Stupid, which literally is a cardboard box with grapes in it.
Sweet.
And then this one. Like, high schoolers aren't that into Halloween to do that. That's
No, as I said, they're quite lazy.
yeah. Also, the teacher is kind of Luke's getting a phone call from Hannah because she's trying to be like, "Hey, we're on our way. You're gonna get murdered." But the teacher, "Don't be on your phone."
God damn it, teach.
Yeah. And then when she gets there, eventually she's trying to just get him out of there. It reminded me of. I probably bring up Buffy way too much, but it reminded me of when Buffy goes to the high school to tell Dawn that their mom is dead.
Yeah.
Because it's the same situation. It's Anna's trying to just get him out of there without telling him what's going on, so that he could just
Freak out.
so he doesn't get out, and then he won't listen to her. He's like, David's our friend. David, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
He's like, David killed mom and dad.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, okay, well that lays it out pretty clearly.
It's very clear, very articulate.
For a second, I thought Luke was gonna be like, "Oh, okay." David told. I asked David straight up, "Did you kill Dad's boss? Did you kill Christy's brother? Did you do all this? Like, I don't care. I'll still be your friend."
Yeah, it's literally showing that Luke kind of cops onto some of this and doesn't really care. He just thinks David's fucking awesome.
Yeah, if you're a little bit older, you'd probably be a little wary about being around someone like that. But as a teenage boy, you'd be like, this guy fucking rules.
This fucks.
Yeah.
Now we're in the maze, and like they keep getting Anna keeps getting scared.
This is the finale of the movie now. Yeah, Latrax, Carver, Anna, and Luke. Are kind of, they're the last people standing, essentially.
Right, and they're trying to make their way back through the maze now.
Yes.
The teacher's still there too.
Right, he's worried about detention. You can't interrupt Luke's fucking detention.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the way David fucking kills him too is fucking kind of gruesome. Razor blade to the throat. And,
Yeah. As they're in the maze and they're trying to get back through, David shows up and ices the teacher.
Yeah.
Comes stumbling out from behind some mirrors with his just bloody neck.
And the heat, that's a good fall.
It is. Yeah, that's a good.
That's a good fall, and then the blood pouring out when he hits the ground. Oh, that's a good shot.
School's out for summer.
Bitches. So then now we know David's there. And then there's some kerfuffle. I think Anna and Luke make a run for it, and Carver stays.
Carver stays behind and says, like, "You guys run. I'll take this fucker out."
I'll hold him off.
And of course, it doesn't work. David kills him.
David gets him with the same razor blade and cuts his artery in his arm, and so he's bleeding out. He's still able to fight, but he knows he's not going to win this fight. He's just trying to get the kids out before.
And then, yeah, after David's basically, he leaves him for dead. He's not even quite dead yet when David walks away.
That's right.
And then David walks away saying, "I don't know how you thought this was going to go."
Right, yeah, exactly.
Like, basically, like, you came to try and kill me.
You knew I was going to win.
Yeah, you knew I'm going to sort you out pretty quick.
Yep.
I like that David didn't even take Carver's gun. He just placed it beside his head. He's like,
I like that too.
I'm going to kill these kids with my bare hands. I know they're not going to be able to fight back.
And it's part of his like cover, right? He's gonna put it in front of the military policeman and just leave it there as if it's like he did this.
Yeah.
He's a stinker, this David. He's not a stinker, he's a thinker.
He's very calculating.
Yeah, he's not a fart smeller, he's a smart feller.
Never heard that.
No?
Nobody'd never seen Family Guy?
That takes us to the final showdown in the movie. David catches up to Anna and Luke.
Back inside the school.
Yeah.
Back in the dance hall area.
The doors are all locked. Like, I think David locked all the doors.
He's also chained all the doors. Yes.
He also put on the CD that Anna made of him.
Fuck yeah, he did. David.
Yeah, the For David one. And the way like he gets introduced is like, holy shit, now we're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome because it's kind of like his "I'm coming for you."
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know that he has the CD. He puts it on the PA.
Yeah.
In the dance hall or whatever, or the gym. And then the music starts playing and she's like, "Oh fuck."
Oh, it's David.
Why did I make this mix so murdery? Yeah. Also, that's so the sub music's so eerie when he's like not really chasing him. He's doing like the Jason where it's like,
Yeah.
I'm behind you at all times. You never know where I'm gonna be.
Arguably one of the best tracks in the film.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's so many good ones. So many.
So we glossed over this earlier, but there's also a really fucking gnarly song plays when David comes out of she's knocking to get Luke.
shower.
Luke, hurry, Luke! I need to use the washroom or whatever. It ain't Luke. Yeah, and then
Sexy shirt with Stan Stevens.
David comes out in a towel with all the steam coming. I love it. I love her like falling against the wall, horniness.
Yeah, I know, yeah. And the soundtrack at that point, the fucking like love music in the back is so fucking cool.
But she's like, "Oh, okay," and then she like goes around the corner and like falls against the wall.
Yeah.
You're like, And I could just hear the puddle hit the floor.
Yeah, exactly. I know it's flashing back to talk about that scene, but I love it because even the door opens, the lighting coming from the bathroom, the steam coming out, the lighting down the dark hallway is just such a fucking great scene.
The lights, in this
Is great.
especially in the maze.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. There's some crisp.
Again, $50,000.
That's exactly what I thought too.
Yeah, that wasn't built by a bunch of 14-year-olds.
Spare no expense. Build the maze and they will come. But yeah, back to where we're at.
Right.
Anna, Luke, David.
Yes.
Showdown.
So he's playing the CD anyway, and he's after them. I believe Anna tries to protect Luke when he finally catches up.
Yes.
Yeah, she hides him in a crate in the storage area.
Right. She basically does the
box.
She does the Shining thing.
The Shining thing?
Like
Hide the kid.
hide the kid.
Yeah.
Hide, like, let Danny go hide.
Yeah, hide your kids, hide your wife.
Yeah. Because they're killing everybody.
Killing everybody out here.
Also, this is where we get the knife back from when David gave Luke the knife, because
Yeah.
he's like, I'm gonna pull it out just in case he opens the box. Mm-hmm. What's inside the box?
What's in the box?
Again, that kind of reminds me of The Shining, where Luke is tensing up in his hiding spot. As David gets closer, you're like, oh, is he gonna find me? Is he gonna find me?
Like Danny in the kitchen cover.
Yes, exactly like that. And I wonder if even that might have been. There's a few horror references. They're hot in this one.
Yeah.
And there's one really notable action movie reference at the end. If you guys didn't get it, I'll clue you in when we get that.
There is tons, and I noticed them subtly. I noticed maybe a couple, but I wasn't really watching for them because I just didn't expect it. But you're right, there's a ton of them.
Well, you can tell Adam Wingard's a huge horror fan.
Oh, huge nerd. Ain't we all?
Yeah. Anna gets, I don't remember exactly how, but Anna is kind of tossed aside. She manages to injure David.
Yeah, but does he fuck her up a little bit too? I don't remember. Does she get injured?
I think he kind of just tosses her across the room or something like that.
With his super strength.
She takes her shoes off, and because the blood from Quimby.
Again, that's another thing that reminded me of The Shining, is her using her shoes to trick him. But Danny,
The back steps.
like Danny with the back steps in the hedge maze, and they're in a maze.
Yeah, there's 100 things pointing the right way. Yeah.
Yeah, so he doesn't kill her yet. He just messes her up really bad.
Mm-hmm. No, she doesn't die.
No, I know she doesn't die, but like
Messes her up, yeah.
he just messes her up.
Yeah,
He's just toying with her.
Right.
When the mist clears, like from the smoke machine or whatever, it's just a pair of shoes there. And then she attacks from behind, and David gets the best of her. Of course he does, because he's David.
It's fucking David. Can't back that man from behind, not if he doesn't want to let you.
She injures him enough that he's down on the ground.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember, because did he get shot at one point? She has the gun.
She grabs the gun.
Yeah.
And goes to she shoots him in the shoulder, thinking he's down.
Yeah, David walks back through the maze and sees that the gun that he left in front of Carver's gone. So David knows she's done.
Yeah, you're right. She shoots him twice.
Right.
Yeah. And then Luke comes with the knife and stabs him.
He stabs him in the back, and then
Get stabbed, bitch.
he knocks Luke off, and I think
Yeah,
Because it's the guy that loved him most and was most on his side and didn't care that he was a dirty, filthy killer that ends up doing the dirty.
that's why they put it on Luke at the end. So he has to make the choice between his sister and the new coolest best friend guy that he's ever met.
Coolest killer.
So yeah, this is the main action movie reference that I noticed. This is that he says, "It's okay, Luke. You did the right thing," after he stabs him in the chest. But then he does the Terminator. It's like right before you die, you give a sweet thumb up
Yeah, that's so,
to the little kid.
that's so
wow,
fucking cool.
you did good. He says like, you did good, I'm proud of you. Then he does. I didn't even know. I know he does that, but I didn't piece together.
That's for sure a Terminator 2 reference. Because it's even a kid.
It is. I love it for so many reasons, but because if you thought this movie was serious up until this point, right at the end, there's no way you still think this movie's taking itself seriously. This is a movie that's filled with just
It's cannibal,
bucking time.
It's the happiest bucket. It's just a great. Like, this is I wish I could have seen this in theaters, man. What a fucking great note. What the movie of blast.
Yeah.
Hey, we had fun watching this at the bar the one time.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. That was one of the ways me and Brady first bonded, was watching The Guest. So it's very fitting that we're doing it on the podcast now.
Shoot.
But now we got to get to the absolute banger ass ending, man. Oh my god. So yeah, they're outside with the cops and the EMS and everybody else, and they're kind of getting their wounds looked at, and they're just chilling in the back of the ambulance, trauma bonding.
Yeah.
When a firefighter with a limp runs out.
A limb.
And I believe it's because she shot him in the leg, right?
Yeah.
He jumps through the window as Carver and his team come up, because like he shoots a bunch of the.
He's already limping. He's already limping when he walks out of the diner. Way back at the house.
Yeah, so he takes glass from the window when he jumps through. He's like, he looks at it, he goes, "Oh fuck!" And then I think he rips a shirt and like
He drowned shit with something.
Right.
yeah.
No.
So yeah, he's got the very conspicuous leg injury, and the firefighter walks out with that same limp, and then she's like, "No way," and then he looks over his shoulder at her before he disappears into like the mist,
I see you, kid.
and you can clearly see that it's his.
Oh yeah, the eyes. Even this like his bottom part of his face is covered. You can see like the bridge of his nose and his eyes. It's definitely.
It's David Collins.
Well, and then you get the fucking. This is like, man, the way I burst out laughing at the smash cut at the end.
Why?
Well, because she's just like, "What the fuck?" The credit.
Such a fucking sick movie, man. I've said that like 10 times.
That's gotta be one of my favorite horror movie endings ever, man. It's
good.
So funny.
I think there's a couple of those out there in the world.
Fuck, that's a funny way to end a movie, man.
That's great.
And they were talking about actually making a sequel to it. They never have.
I don't know why not.
They've been talking about it so seriously that I just found this out like very recently. They made it the Guest 2 soundtrack.
Nice. Really?
That's like on Spotify. You've been everything.
Good, bless the guest. So I was looking after I finished the movie. I was looking at Wikipedia as I do. This movie had a budget of, oh boy, what was it? 5-point-something million and pulled in 2.7.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. And like it's not a big budget, but it still missed it. And it's like, fuck, why? Really?
It must have just been one of those movies that fell through the cracks. The marketing, it opened at the wrong time, or the marketing wasn't there. Well, and because I didn't hear about this movie when it was first released, and I heard about it after. This is like one of those word of mouth movies.
It's the problem with kind of the lower budget, not quite indie. It's not indie, but it's a lower budget, maybe lesser known director movie. And that's the problem, is you miss these if you're just looking at what's coming to the theater or what's acclaimed by critics. Even though it was pretty well fucking reviewed across the board.
I'm glad it got its flowers. Yeah, it deserves them.
92 on Rotten Tomatoes and a 74 over critic review overall or something.
Yeah.
People liked it.
And they should, as they should. It's like, this is like basically a perfect action horror movie.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything wrong with it, really.
No, I saw one reviewer giving it a B+, which I thought was quite apt. B+ is perfect because it is kind of a B movie, but it's like fucking punching away.
For me, it's S tier, baby. Because I'm having the best time ever. Every time I watch this movie, I've seen this movie at least, final thoughts, basically.
We're doing them, yeah.
Yeah, the movie's over, so... This is just, one of speaking of Terminator 2, one of the most fun-ass movies out there, man. Just a fun fucking movie. Like, you could watch this, like, last thing you do, you could watch this first thing in your day or the last thing you do at night, and you're gonna have a good time.
Regardless.
Oh, yeah. And if you somehow, even if you were tired, I swear to God, this is a movie that would wake you up. Mm-hmm. This is not a movie that you can just watch and be like,
No, there's too much fun happening.
It's just
music's too good.
It's such a great time. It's firing on all cylinders. The performances, the direction, the music.
It's tight.
The action scenes. It's so tight.
This night, so it's toy like a toy.
Yeah, I don't have any big complex thoughts about this one. I just picked it because it's a fun fucking movie. And I'm so glad to ever have the chance to watch this movie. Mm-hmm. Basically, why I picked this, we were talking about
Dude, almost downstairs.
and I was like, I wish I could watch The Guest again.
Yeah. And we did.
And no, we did. We also bring up The Guest quite a bit when we're talking, me and Mike, or me and you, Mike.
Yeah,
Because like that's how we got to really know each other, was The Guest.
yeah,
It's got some love connection.
yeah. Anyway, great fucking movie. I don't have any super deep thoughts on it. It's just a firing on all cylinders, great fucking movie, and I love it. This one has a strong place. This is one of those ones that I just heard about through the grapevine, kind of just like people talking online saying like, this movie's fucking tight, you gotta see this.
Yeah.
And I just sat down with it one night, and I was so blown away by it that the next day I went over to my girlfriend's house and watched it with her.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I was like, "Hey, I just watched the movie last night. Now you need to see it."
And it's fucking fun.
And like that's one of the few movies in my entire life where I watched it 2 nights in a row.
Fuck yeah, nice dude.
Yeah, gnarly fucking movie. Anyway, who am I bouncing it to next?
It's gonna go to me because I really don't have much to add. I echo a lot of that. Great movie, fun time. I think, like you, I probably watched it way after it came out, and only because I had already known Dan Stevens from something else. He's got a few big ones that I am a fan of, so I watched that. The only other thing I would say is, man, I want his jacket. He's got a sick jacket towards the end of this movie.
He looks bad throughout this entire movie, man. There's never a moment where Dan Stevens doesn't look like the coolest motherfucker in there.
Don't put him in your movie and not make him look like a cool motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it for me. Mr. Silger.
I'm glad you picked this, Mike. Going from Blade to this, I had a smile on my face.
Fun ass action horrors in a row.
And this movie, I could watch again and not be bored. Like, we've done a couple of movies like From Dusk Till Dawn, Blade, that I could sit there and watch day in and day out and not get bored. This is one of those movies where I could watch one after another, like just repeat it on the same day.
Absolutely.
Just because, like, you could also pick out certain like little details that you might have not missed, like your first viewing.
Best way to probably say, I don't know if this is what you're saying, but the best way I would put it, based on what you just said, is like back in the day when the video store still existed. You know how they would just run a movie over and over and all day long?
Right.
This is the kind of movie, this is the kind of movie that I would still look up if I worked in a video store and they were looping a movie like 24/7. Yeah. This is a movie I would still look up.
Watching the whole time.
Yeah, I would still look up and watch it. It's like, I don't care that it's looped 400 times. The guest is on, and I'm going to be distracted, and I'm not dealing with the fucking customers because I'm watching the guest.
You know, this movie scratches an itch that few other movies do, and it's almost like you could put them in almost their own little family with movies like Baby Driver, amongst other things. But those synth poppy nostalgic movies that are really just there for a good fucking time that you can just watch over and over and over.
Feel the John Carpenter vibes. Carpenter 80s.
Yeah, 80s, some of that early stuff. Hell yeah, fuck yeah, it does.
He also kind of seems like Michael Myers a little bit.
He's got that old school villain approach. I get what you're saying.
He's never running. He's always walking.
He's always the cool guy. He's always just got it cased.
Yeah.
He's gonna get you.
He's cool as
Ice cold, baby.
Well, that takes us to the end of our giant The Guest Gush Fest.
Oh, this was a gush fest.
That's all. What? I'm gushing. Yeah, I'm gushing. And I thought Anna was wet. My God.
The smokes.
I'm gonna slip and fall on all these puddles.
Just hopped out of the shower.
But yeah, Matt, that takes us to Mr. Crown Nickelbro for our next pick.
Damn. Okay. We're gonna go back into the horror for Alien, 1979, the OG. This is a big one. This is one that I love. I love these movies so much. I watched this movie already before I'd picked it, and even just watching that launched me into a spiral of watching every single Alien movie that had ever come out.
That's good because I've only seen this movie once. And it was like 20 fucking years.
Okay,
that's a good movie for me to go back to. This is one of those ones where I never really got the hype.
Okay.
This one and The Exorcist are 2 horror movies that I never really got the hype for. I saw them.
Yeah,
but I never really got the hype. So, that was 20-year-old Mike.
Yeah.
Now it's 40-year-old Mike. Let's see what 40-year-old Mike thinks.
Honestly, since we're yapping, I'm in the same boat with The Exorcist. I didn't really get it. And actually, similarly, although I was much younger when I copped onto it, similar with the Alien franchise, I was never really that into it. And it's when I watched Alien again as a grown-up that I was like, damn, this movie is fucking something special. So, hopefully I can bring that to all of the people in the world.
Nifty.
All of them.
Well, until next week when we revisit Ridley Scott's horror science fiction classic Alien, we will see you in
7 days.
And until then,
Keep your eyes open.
smile.